That's where we start you. The memories, the stories, and so many of them are going to be talked about in the coming days as New Orleans kind of looks back at the storm that really changed everything.
Yes, the resilience, the spirit, the recovery after the storm. Jaron Jordan live this morning from New Orleans in Jackson Square. It's going to be quite the day, Jaron.
Lauren, good morning to you. You just said it there, the spirit, the resiliency, the recovery of Hurricane Katrina. It's something that this city and this region has seen over the last 10 years, especially the lower Ninth Ward. That is where President Obama will visit later today. It's also where we traveled and talked to some residents and people just passing by about how life is like 10 years after the storm. At Jordan and North Johnson streets in the city's lower Ninth Ward, a new historic marker marks the spot where the Industrial Canal levee failed during Hurricane Katrina 10 years ago.
That wall went down from there down to Claiborne Street. That water, man, water's heavy. Next thing you know, that water was on us like red beans on rice, bro.
Heavy enough to wash away their homes, but not their spirits. Mr. Washington came back and remembers the spirit of his neighborhood before the storm. It's the same spirit that brought him back after, and the same spirit that gives him hope for the next 10 years.
You know, they got some things going to happen to the city, but you know, we just got to wait our turn. You see what I'm saying?
Back at the levee, an emotional Jerry Williams is visiting New Orleans for the first time.
Even though we're not from New Orleans, we still care.
She came all the way from Chicago and says it was important for her to be here this week.
To bring our brothers and our sisters from the past to now, it's absolutely a beautiful thing, but I know there's a long way that we have to go. Absolutely a long way.
And she's willing to do whatever it takes to help 10 years later.
And anything that we could do in terms of food, money, anything that we could do to provide to make their lives a little bit better, that's what we were willing to do.
And President Obama has said that Hurricane Katrina was a moment that shaped him as a person and as a leader. We expect him to talk about that later today as he delivers his official remarks to commemorate the 10-year anniversary. The president will be landing here in New Orleans just before 12:30. He's then going to tour some of the neighborhoods all across the city hardest hit by Hurricane Katrina before delivering his official remarks in the lower Ninth Ward. We, of course, will have complete coverage of the president's visit online at WAFB.com as well as on later editions of 9 News. Former President George Bush will be in the city tomorrow, followed by former President Bill Clinton at the city's official commemorative event on Saturday. For now, we are live in Jackson Square in New Orleans this morning. Diane, let's get a check of our weather.
Thank you very much, Jaron.